Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we'll be talking about which are the optional subjects that overlap with the general studies papers in the main examination or even in the preliminary examination. So you would all know that there are many optional subjects for you to choose from, and when you choose one of the optionals, there are many criterias that come into play. First of all, we have already talked about how to choose your optional, like whether it is about your comfort zone, whether it is your graduation subject, whether it is a subject that you would like to learn, that you've always wanted to learn, and you're using this opportunity to learn a new subject, etc. So there are many factors into play while choosing an optional subject. Another component that I did not talk about at that point is that certain of the optional subjects, their syllabuses overlap with the syllabus that we have for the general studies paper. For example, certain subjects are common in the main examination of the general studies as well as in the optional. So if you choose one of these subjects, what advantage you will have that you can write better in that particular GS paper as well, apart from your optional papers. So you will do better in your optional papers, and when it comes to questions with relation to those subjects in the general studies paper also, you will have an added advantage. For example, the subject that I chose was sociology. Sociology was not specifically a part of general studies, but I would say that in the GS paper, there is a component called Indian Society in GS paper 1, which was always to my advantage. Indian Society, I could write better. And also, there are other components with respect to women, children, etc., which is covered in sociology, as well as the essay paper, where your thought processes with respect to sociology, the examples that you take with relation to sociology, etc., could widely be used. So that way, that was an advantage that I was having. So likewise, I'll tell you a few of the optionals which can be utilized in the general studies paper as well. For example, agriculture. Agriculture is part of the general studies paper 3, and it is part of an optional subject also. But it's not easy to have agriculture as an optional subject if you don't have a background in agriculture. But then otherwise, it has an overlap with the general studies paper, is what I'm telling you. Economics is an optional which has a lot of overlap with the general studies paper 3. If you understand the nuances, you can answer a lot of questions with respect to investments, the economy of the country, India 2047, etc. The economic factors you can answer better. Then there is geography. Geography is taken by a lot of people as the optional subject, which is part of GS paper 1. So if you study very detailed, the maps, the drawings that you want to make, the examples that you want to give, etc., then your answers will be far better in with respect to this particular optional subject as well. You can extensively use it. Your knowledge will help you in the preliminary examination as well, because geography related questions are more in the preliminary examination as well. And then you can answer with an added advantage in the general studies paper as well. So geography is one such optional. History is yet again an optional, which is again utilized. For example, there are questions with relation to timeline, chronology in the preliminary examination, as well as you have questions with relation to medieval India, prehistoric country India. Then you have questions with relation to world history. All of these, which are covered in your history optional, can be utilized. Then there is philosophy, which can help you in the essay writing. Philosophy is a optional that is utilized by many people. Sociology, as I told you, as my optional as well. Political science and international relation. International relations is an important component. Polity is an important part of the general studies paper too. So that can be utilized as a very good optional that can have an overlap with the general studies paper. International relations, even in the preliminary examination, the questions with relation to international relation has been increasing year by year. So that way also you will have an advantage. Then you have public administration. Public administration is also widely used as an optional. Now, there are certain other optional subjects which are now largely slain. People are increasingly taking up these optionals, but they don't have an overlap with the preliminary paper as well as the GS main papers, main examination papers as well. But still, it is a proof that if you are strong in any particular subject, please take it as your optional, because apart from the fact that it doesn't overlap, there are so many advantages that you will have because that is your strong area. So people who with these options also rank in the top ranks, and it is not because it is overlapping, but it's because they have taken it to their advantage, a subject of their choice and interest. That is why you're gonna really make that benefit seen. So, for example, there are people who choose engineering, maths, regional language, regional literatures like Malayalam, people choose. Then other here, Hindi literature also people choose. Then there is chemistry, botany, medical sciences, statistics, physics, etc. So these are all subjects. Few of these subjects have an advantage that they're more factual. You can answer questions, you can solve mathematical problems with relation to that subject, etc. So that way, whatever you answer, you can answer with conviction. They are not like philosophical subjects. They are not subjects which are relation to a lot of thinking, etc. It's about getting to that particular answer that is required, etc. But then, if you are in a confusion, if you're someone who likes the humanities subjects, you can choose any of the subjects that overlap with the general studies paper, and you can like lessen the burden of studying that much. But if you have time and if you think that you are an advantage with one of these subjects that don't overlap with the general studies paper, please go ahead with it. It's just my point of view was just to inform you that there is a possibility like this as well. So I hope your preparation is otherwise going really, really well. And if you have any queries with respect to any part of preparation, please get in touch with me. I'll be happy to help you. So that's all for the day. Until the next video, it's a goodbye from me. Thank you so much.